So today is June 6th outreach meeting. It's just Sasha and I today, and let me share my screen real quick. And all right, just a quick recap. So the May 20th Visionaries, Tracy did post each 10-minute session individually out to the Ortelius YouTube channel. So there's a individual link to everybody's presentation. Sergio did post a one like 4-hour YouTube, but Tracy broke it down and did individual links at that level. And I believe there's a playlist out there. T-shirts and jackets. I'm working on getting the invoices sorted out. So we'll take care of that, at least for one company. I have to double check on the other company. Today, Tracy is actually traveling to Austin. That's why she's not here today, to be at CDCon. She did get a booth or a table, I should say. So she'll have some basic information about Ortelius at that booth. It's a CDF booth, I believe, and not necessarily like an Ortelius specific booth, but she'll be manning that for like a day. She has her talk in person, and then I don't know if we had anybody had virtual talks. I can't remember on that front. More talks. I did get, I have not applied for ContainerCon for that call for paper. I'm not sure if that one is happening. And I don't think we had anybody submit for DevOps World on that one. We'll have to circle back around when more folks are here. So I did get accepted, and it's like November 1st and 2nd in I can't remember where, North Carolina.
Oh, so you can go there in person or what?
Yeah, they want me to do that talk in person. And then, yeah, so that one's, I'm doing a talk on comparing the Persia open source project, which I do some work on with Ortelius, and like the whole community growth, what worked for the different styles of projects for open source. And I would say ours is more fun. And I think one of the big takeaways on that is I think folks like Discord over Slack. I think Slack feels too corporate.
Yeah, no, Discord is so cool. Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I love Discord.
Let's see. Open Source Summit, which is back in Austin in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Tracy's going to be presenting there in person. There is, in between that, there is a DevOps Institute, what they call it, a chapter meeting in Denver. And it was supposed to be a full-blown like conference, but it's turned into more of like a regional. So she'll be pushing Ortelius there as well.
Okay, great.
So she's on the road for the next 3 weeks. But luckily, it's just short, like 2-day things.
Okay.
And these other two I haven't checked out yet. World Festival and those things. We did get a new GM.
Oh, okay. Sounds like good news.
I don't know if you know Fatih. If I can spell
Who?
it. like demo, something like that. He started June 1st, so he's only been there for like a week. But he is definitely helping out. So
cool.
Along with that, we did get our new cluster for our new Azure subscription.
That's great. Did you get the email on the end?
Yeah, so I ended up Brian Dawson helped out getting me to the right folks in the tools division for LFX. So we have a new subscription. So if we're going to have to migrate from our old cluster to the new cluster, and if you're interested in learning like Terraform, reach out to Brad McCoy.
I did. I reached out to him already.
Cool.
I said, I said that's like right up my alley. I'd love to help him with the migration.
Yeah. There's not a lot of data out there, so it's not like we're going to lose anything. So it's basically like kind of like a fresh install. So if you get anything from Microsoft, just let me know on your personal account.
Oh, well. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with Microsoft on that front, but we'll see if we get some additional credits. On Friday, we did a presentation for Ripple, and they liked it. We were trying to. It was at a weird time. It was like 4 o'clock on Friday, and it made no sense to wake Kirsch up to have them be there at 3 o'clock in the morning. So Tracy and I just did the presentation.
That's right.
So that's looking good. We owe them a budget layout of what we would use with the 75K.
Okay. With the regards to the migration, do you need the Postgres migrated and all those kind of things done?
Yeah, we'll need to stand up. So right now in the migration, we have 2 pieces. So we have Istio running, and I can't remember right now we have 2 clusters that Brad and I were talking. We're going to combine into a single cluster. So the reason why we have 2 clusters, we started out with 1 cluster that's running the website and the documentation site for Ortelius, and then the other cluster is the GitOps cluster that has Ortelius, Captain, Argo, and I can't remember if there's any other tools installed. But that's where we're going to combine them all together and have a single cluster that's running the website documentation and the GitOps stuff as well. And eventually what we'll do is we'll be using the GitOps process that Ortelius has to go and update Ortelius itself. So
that's 1 cluster.
Yeah. And the Postgres database so the website and the documentation don't use a repository. Only the Ortelius that we have running on the dev site uses the Postgres database. But that'll be something there's not a lot of data out there, so we can either export it or we can just go ahead and create an empty one.
Yeah.
So
I've been doing.
So you've been doing what?
So I've been doing the migrations for my work. Just stand up a new instance, ingest the data like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Is that also your idea to do it that way?
Yeah, it would be nice to just export and import between the old database and the new database.
Yeah.
Brad was saying he could do a Terraform to stand up Postgres. I'm like, I'll just go point and click. You know, it's not like we have a lot of these to do. So we have to figure out the access profile for our new Active Directory in Azure, so we all have the right access to do what we need to do. But that's kind of where we're at. We're going to try to get it. I'd like to get it done by the end of the month. End of June.
So you're going to use the AD in the sort of cloud version of AD. You know?
Yeah, it's the Azure AD that we have to manage all the permissions through and stuff.
Yeah, all the user accounts and service accounts and all that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's going to be the next step, like this week, to make sure we have permissions from the Linux Foundation to do what we need to do. But that's moving along. So trying to think what else we got going on for outreach. I think we're going to get some more stuff picked up from the CD Foundation now that they have a new GM.
Okay, yeah.
So I think with Fatih in place, that we'll be able to get things moved along. You know, like webinars, podcasts over there, that type of marketing stuff. More talks and more in-person. You know, being at the CD booth, CDF booth at different talks coming down the pipeline. So maybe for like that ContainerCon, I don't know when ContainerCon is, but maybe the CDF will have a booth there that will be able to pitch Ortelius there.
Okay, that's cool.
At the booth.
Yeah, get some more eyes on the product.
Yeah. Do you guys ever do trade shows in South Africa?
Yeah, there are sometimes, yeah, man, but it's like, you know, Steve, compared to America, man, it's like you guys do things on a higher level.
Yeah.
There is trade shows here, and I have been to a few, but most of the time I've been to like an AWS or a Microsoft, right?
Right.
And I've been to like Joburg, but we've got lots of really great convention centers here in Cape Town, so they're normally here. But yeah, actually, all the ones I've been to are online.
Okay.
Yeah, but they are cool. There are trade shows here, definitely.
All right.
You want to come over? Let me know.
Yeah.
We can do a trade show, Cape Town.
Just curious, what's in your area? You know, because I know China has been using, instead of going to India for developers, they've been going to different countries in Africa because of cheap labor for developers, and that's why I was curious.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm working for this German company, because exactly that. Because we've got and also some other companies obviously kind of work for. They like the culture. South Africans are very similar culture. Time zone is awesome because it's kind of in the middle of the world. So, like for example, you're in the States, my evening, your morning, but we can still connect at a reasonable time, right?
Yeah.
And same for Asia. We're kind of in that middle zone, which is nice. And Europe's right in the middle, like almost like Germany's exactly the same time as me.
Oh, that's
except when they do it. Yeah, except when they do a daylight saving. Same with the UK. They end up being the same time as us, depending on which season it's in. So yeah, and like Africans generally I say, work very hard and like are pretty skilled and are hungry, right?
Yeah, that's like with us in the States. If we were to outsource, we would probably go to South America just to be a closer time zone. So
yeah, for example, if I work for a stage company now and have to be online, I'd have to start working now, right? And work through until like, that would be quite rough. Done it before.
Yeah.
I sent you the Cape Town Convention Center just in the chat there.
Cool.
Just so just good for you, just to see, the availability of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of interested in what other parts of the world are doing for trade shows and stuff like that these days.
Yeah, so AWS has gone to the Century City one. I'll send you that link before. But there are trade shows and they're cool, and I do go to them. Yeah, here's the other one. This is another convention center which has been used before.
Cool.
I just sent two to you. There you go. Those are the two main ones in Cape Town.
Yeah, with more companies breaking out into the in-person. That's why I was curious.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd ever get any in-person for like a DevOps type of.
Yeah, definitely. And like I would be keen to do I'd do an Ortelius here, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But that's all I got for today for the outreach. And the only other thing is I'm gonna try to meet up with Brad on Thursday. It'll be 8:30 or 9 Australia AEST on Thursday. So maybe a funky time for you to meet.
What time is it? Just send me.
It would be 4:30 or 5 my time. So basically 6 hours from now, 5 hours from now.
And when was that? What day is that? What day are you going to do that? Oh man, I could. Send me the invite. If I can make it, I'll come, man.
Okay, because that's where we're going to talk about moving those clusters and stuff. I'll confirm. I got to confirm with Brad, and we'll go from there.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Hi, Arvin. We're just wrapping up.
Yeah. Sorry, Alvin. Nice to see you, Alvin.
I'll talk to you later, Sasha.
Cool, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.